All right, let's move on to another relatively busy window in DC, in the nation's capital. Moving in, we've got attacking player Jose Fajardo from Atletico Independiente on transfer. Left longtime CONCACAF left back Eric Davis from a team in a country I have never heard of. Eric Hurtado comes in from San Antonio. Gabriel Pirani from Santos on loan, a little Brazilian midfielder, and then Christian Dejome from Vancouver up to 550K GAM on trade there. Vancouver's a team we're going to talk about later, but they confuse me. And the only player out, Victor Paulson, came in on a DP contract last year, was bought down, and then transferred out. He was kind of a centerpiece in this transitional period for DC to get their players in. He was a good service piece, and now he's gone. For me, I think Wayne Rooney at this point sees a team that he brought in just barely in the playoff line, not scoring a ton of goals, and he says, "I'm going to do what I can to get that done." So in comes attacking players, right? Gabriel Priani, I believe, is more of a winger or a number 10. I'll double check that, but um, you get an MLS veteran in Eric Hurtado. Gabriel Priani is an 8-10, so um, gives you a little bit of attacking midfield creativity. Eric Hurtado and Christian Dejome, both MLS experience in the attacking phase. And then some other, Eric Davis gives you some strength at left back for a team that really it doesn't really, I'm not going to say needs it, but it doesn't hurt to have experience in that position, especially when you're going into a playoff push. And then Jose Fajardo is, 29 years old, played in the Peruvian league, but has shown pretty decently there as well, looking at 6 goals in the Apertura last season in just under 1,400 minutes. So Wayne Rooney really making a push right now to go and get his side into the playoffs for the first time in what seems like forever for DC United. I enjoy the desire. I'll use the term desire to show that. Um, will it pay off for anything? I don't know. We'll see. They did lose Lewis O'Brien, which is a not so great loss. I don't know about this one. Like they're bringing in the players, but I'm not. We talked about DC United needing the time to gel because Rooney did a full revamp, and now he's adding 5 more players in and 2 players out, and it does feel a little unstable. So I don't hate it. I like the MLS experience. Biggest player in for me, I'm gonna go with Christian Dejome. I think having that experience on the wings will do them well. And then of course Victor Paulson, the only one there. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and think that Wayne Rooney can put this together, and I'm gonna give them a C+.
Okay. I don't get it. I'll just say that. I don't get the window. Um, I I look at the guys that they brought in and I just don't see. I feel like a lot of them are just maybe band-aids to cover up some slight issues at the moment. Uh I think Pirani probably has good potential in this team, probably the largest potential of anybody that's come in. And I know it's just a lone move right now, but I mean, they brought in, I guess, 2 strikers, like you mentioned, Hurtado and Fajardo. Um, Granted, they already have like a bajillion strikers on this team, and none of them are displacing Christian Benteke. That's for sure. Uh, Probably wouldn't be displacing Taxi either if Taxi was not suspended. But I mean, you have Nigel Robertha, Jackson Hopkins, and now you added 2 more strikers, and that's just the list of backups. Then you added a left back where you're also have a bunch of players at left back. Granted, Mohamed Giaz The guy that they added in this offseason is listed as hurt right now. I don't know how long he's out. So maybe that's like a temporary left back situation with Eric Davis. But you do have Jacob Green and Samake as well. Pirani, I think, is my best transfer in because I just think he could have the most impact. I think his ceiling is the highest. And then worst transfer out, Lewis O'Brien. I thought he was a really nice piece for them. And now they've lost that, and I don't think they've replaced that very well. So I don't really get the window. I appreciate that they're willing to try and make moves, especially on the border of the playoffs, but I just don't understand. I don't get the moves. I'm sure DC fans maybe they understand it a bit more. They know their team better, but I'm gonna give it a C.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's gonna be tough. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, which I shouldn't do because I hate them all. But it's definitely a window of let's throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. Right. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting.